I think one thing that people overlook and don't understand about shame is like I see in comments all the time, bring back shaming, bring back shaming. The people who they're shaming are shaming themselves all day, every day. They have this internalized shame all the time that they feel bad about. It's like if you think you're adding positivity or you think you're actually contributing to them improving their life by shaming them, if shame worked, they would have already done it because they shame themselves all day, every day. When we're looking at the research around shame, it doesn't actually positively affect. We could say a very tiny percentage of people might have a good response to it, and from the perspective it might change their behavior, but the vast majority, like 97% of people, are going to have negative responses and worse behavior outcomes.
And the other thing to add to that too is even if you do get them, at least for the time being, to eat less and then consequently lose weight, what have you done to them in terms of their mental well-being and how's their self-confidence? And not to mention the people who have lost the most amount of weight, who have been in formerly bigger bodies, they are oftentimes the people with the most fear of weight regain. They are oftentimes the most fat phobic. And I don't feel like it's a stretch to say that the weight stigma contributes in a large part to that because they're like, okay, but when I was bigger, everyone treated me worse. And now I'm smaller and they're treating me better, which is a very real thing. So now I'm even more terrified of getting the weight back. So even though I am a smaller weight, maybe now I'm more willing to resort to unhealthy behaviors to maintain the smaller size. If someone's overweight, how do you politely tell them? There are more compassionate, empathetic, effective ways to go about it without making their body size the forefront of the issue.
So how would you go about it? Let's say...
Oh, that's so tricky. So first of all, obviously you want to make sure that you have a good relationship with that person. If you don't really know that person very well, I would say it's not your business, leave it alone. Personally, I would try to understand more, maybe the context of what might be going on in their life. And again, do not assume that their body size alone is what makes them unhealthy. Oftentimes there is an underlying reason, and maybe that's the thing that needs to address. So is there like a health complication? Is there a mental health issue that's going on? And if that's the case, ask them, are you doing okay? Is there anything going on in your life? And then if they bring it up, you can say, okay, can we address that thing? Or how can I support you in that thing? If it is a size issue and maybe they hate exercising, try to understand why is that? Oh, because every time I show up at the gym, I get mocked and bullied, or people, they snicker at me. I can tell that they're looking at me in a certain way and it makes me not want to go. Okay, can we create a safe environment for you where you can show up and exercise in a judgment-free zone? Or like, hey, do you want to go on a walk together? That's still something.